My life is an eclectic mess, and I love having random things that I immerse myself in. Hi, my name is Brandy. Some of my accomplishments include wife, mom, friend, honey lady, entrepreneur, and farm girl. Follow along with me as I discover other things I am passionate about. The first on my list is achieving my private pilot's license. Why? Because why not? My favorite thing in life is proving to myself that I'm a badass. Plus, my husband is a pilot, and we have already managed to take the air coast to coast. In my vlogs, you'll see the journey to discovering more, parts of my real life, and places we travel to. So hit that subscribe button now, and don't forget to like my videos. It's been quite smoky lately, and my flight lesson I thought was going to get canceled because it was so smoky. Canada's on fire, and it's coming down into Montana in the States. But it didn't. So with VFR, you have to have, gosh, don't quote me, I think it was around 3 mile visibility, and you could be up in the air, which is crazy because we were up in the air, and 3 miles really isn't much. And actually, I think the bare minimum is 1 mile. And so to me, that's super like, wow. But, you know, eventually, you know, once you get your VFR, you can go and study more for your IFR, which means you can fly for instrument rating. So you can't necessarily see where you're going, but you can fly by your instruments in the plane. So eventually that's something Travis wants to do. And for me, like half the time we're grounded for weather. And so I told him, what's the point of having a plane in your license if you can't fly? So maybe that might be my next step after getting my PPL. One more thing down on my list of getting my private pilot license is the physical. So you have to go to an FAA certified doctor so they can check you off and make sure you're sound, you can see, you don't have certain medical conditions that can prevent you from flying safely in the air. So now that I have that, as soon as they say I'm ready, I can now solo. Soloing doesn't require me to have that private pilot license. It just says the instructor says I'm ready to fly on my own, so I can continue to get those hours I need to get my certificate.
Kalispell City, Cessna 90568 Victor, entering runway 31, closed traffic pattern, Kalispell City.
Good.
Okay.
Kalispell City traffic, cadet 49105, midfield left downwind 31 Kalispell.
Okay, so they're going over.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like in a sauna right now.
I know.
I'm gonna have to change my shirt. I see them. So they're gonna have to maybe
Kalispell
take it wide.
traffic 340 whiskey left downwind for 31 Kalispell.
All right.
All right.
Ready to go.
Okay, looking good.
Off the brakes. Power. Rip this one.
Kalispell City traffic, cadet 49105.
Engine instruments are green.
Kalispell.
Full power all the way in. And airspeed is alive. You've got your 55 knots. There you go.
City traffic, cadet 49105. Is a low dogleg final 31 Kalispell.
Okay, we're at 500.
All right, start turning.
Kalispell City, Cessna 68 Victor, turning left for crosswind for runway 131, Kalispell City.
Kalispell 340 whiskey final for 31 Kalispell.
City traffic, interstate cadet 49105, upwind 31, crosswind traffic in sight.
Upwind, so they're coming behind us? No? Yeah.
No. Yeah, they are. There.
Okay, now we can turn.
Yeah.
This is downwind.
Yeah, this is downwind.
Kalispell City, Cessna 68 Victor, turning downwind for runway 31, Kalispell City.
Good. And we got our 4,000 feet, so we can
pull out to 21.
21, and then your landing checklist.
Pull out to 21. Landing checklist is fuel bowl,
yep.
mixture in, carb heat out, and then fuel up here. And then we got lights are on. Wheels.
Wheels, good.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, oh, a little close now.
There you go. We want to stay at 4,000 feet and wait until we have beamed the number, and then we're going to pull out of power. So we're going to do a little bit of slow flight here to practice keeping our speed.
Okay.
So I want you to pull out the carburetor.
All the way?
There you go. And we're going to try to keep 60 knots. So pull up first about 1,500 RPM.
Pull up to 15.
And we're going to stay on this altitude 45 here. So now we're going to start keeping the nose up as the speed is coming down here.
Okay, 15.
Okay.
Keep the
So
nose
now
up.
you're gonna try to figure out how with your nose you're gonna keep the attitude and get 60 knots. We're gonna take up 10 flaps to get a little bit more stability here for you. There you go, 10 flap. Okay. So now you're gonna move your nose so you get 60 knots, and then if you're sinking, you give a little bit of power. If you go up, you pull out a little power. So you're gonna have to control both the nose and the power, and I want you to try to stay at 4,500 and go down to 60 knots. So now your speed is a little bit too high, which means you have to pull up your nose a little bit more. And if you start climbing, then you would have to pull out your power a little bit. So you're gonna see what happens. There you go, that looks good.
Am I still a little fast?
A little fast, so pull up the nose a little bit more.
Maybe not.
Up,
traffic,
so back, there you go.
Whiskey is right over the mouth of the river, maneuvering at 5,100 Sky.
There you go, perfect. There's 60, and if it's a lot of pressure, you can trim it.
Not yet. So,
Skyrange Aero traffic, Cessna 68 Victor over Summers, 4,500 feet, maneuvering Skyrange.
Skyrange traffic, 7423 X-ray. We are right over the VOR, 4,500.
Right, so now you're sinking a little bit, right? So then you want to give a little bit more power. Make sure you stop that sink, right?
okay, no more sinking. Speed is 60.
Right? Good, that's perfect. That's what I want. I want 60 knots.
Little above. And 4,004 almost. For maintaining.
Okay. Good job.
Okay, going up a little bit.
That's good. We go back to 4,500 there.
Okay.
And then we're there, you're going to try to keep that. So if you keep climbing, you pull it out. And there's very small corrections, right? Just a little bit. That's a lot thing. Go, so keep that. 270.
Oh my goodness.
Lots of things to think about here. Yeah.
Get one figured. It's like cleaning a house. You get one room done, the other one decides to be wonky.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright,
so going down a little.
Okay, so if you go down, you give some power, and if your speed is high, then you lift your nose a little bit more to slow down that speed. Good job on your speed there, good job on your altitude and your heading. Very, very good.
A little bit to the 3.
Right, so now we're going to make a left turn, and we're going to keep the speed, and we're going to turn all the way around until we come back to 020.
Okay. Keep the speed, keep the 4,000. And all the way around.
Nicely done. Looking perfect here. Look at those needles.
We want to...
Perfect.
It feels smooth and this smoky air. Okay, 15. We're in the arc, so 10%. 1, 2, 3.
City X-ray taking off, runway 31.
Okay, 10%.
Good.
Now we are, everyone else is not around, so now we can, they're going right now.
Yeah, that's okay. We can start turning
Okay.
base.
Turning base. Kalispell City, Cessna 68 Victor, turning base for runway 31, Kalispell City. Okay, so 70.
There. And you can do some more flaps here.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Kalispell City traffic, cadet 49105, left downwind 31. We're beaming the departure into 31, Kalispell.
70.
Good speed.
Kalispell City, Cessna 68 Victor, turning for final for runway 31, Kalispell City.
All right.
Down, nose down.
Down and full flaps here.
Full flaps. 1.
And you're a little bit high here, so you can pull out your power a little bit more here. Keep your nose down for the speed, 70 knots. And we're coming down good there. Perfect.
Looking at the windsock, it looks like it's dead.
Yeah.
Down. Okay, power's all the way out.
Good.
We're at 70.
Kalispell City 23 X-ray, turning left crosswind, runway 31, Kalispell.
Okay.
There you go. Keep flying it all the way to the ground effect. We're going to level up over the field. About there. Level up and wait. And now I look in the back and start pulling up, and wait. And just wait. There. Nice. That's what I'm talking about.
Patience.
Yeah, patient.
Patience.
The end of today's lesson was great. We scheduled out some more time up in the air because I'm trying to get my hours hit out of the way. The bare minimum is 40, but from what I have heard, not too many people get their license at 40. I do have prior experience just sitting in the plane, listening to Travis and going up there. So being in the air has been a little bit of a normal feeling for me. It's not completely new. I'm at 65% through the ground lessons, and I got my medical certificate yesterday. But back to my story. We were scheduling time for more in-air training, and we got to June 2nd, and she was like, well, we're gonna just wait off on that because, you know, between now and then we're gonna get some cross countries done in there, and we're gonna do some other stuff. And she mentioned soloing. So if soloing is an option, then I would need instructor time as well. The time for renting their planes is hard to get just because there's so many people right now scheduling and getting their time. Today we were up, we kept in the same traffic pattern, and here I go again saying the but we stayed in that, and there was a lot of chatter, a lot of in line right behind, one after another, going up and landing. And so it was really interesting to be in that motion of like, we're gonna go crosswind, downwind, you know, turn for base and final, and then there's like 3 or more behind us. So we got to experience that. It's a non-towered airport, so it's mostly just the air traffic talking to each other just to let you know where at in the pattern you are, so that way nobody's speeding up and getting, you know, right behind you. It's similar to like driving, right? You want to stay so far behind. In the air, it's harder to see like that 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, but you can kind of see by where your visuals are. So that was today. Having your thing.
For plants,
Which ones?
pickles, tomatoes, and flowers.
Oh, which one's your favorite so far?
I don't know the flowers.
Okay. So next week, we are gonna be taking a road trip. We are leaving the Kalispell area and heading south down to Ronan. It's a little close to be calling it a cross country, but it is a great airport to practice on as a away airport and second airport in my books. So follow along with me next week and see the beautiful scenery I have in my area.